on, guys? GMB, back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate your support. Salute to all the grown men out there handling their motherfucking business. And as you fellas can very well see, on this beautiful day, this is yet again another Hard Hat Chronicle. I hope you fellas are continuing to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Check this out, guys. I got a comment on my last video that I wanted to address, and it inspired this video. The brother asked, GMB, did you get a divorce? You seem a lot more happier these days. And I want you to stick a pin in that comment. Listen, what people really don't talk about is, as you age, as you evolve in life, you have three paths. Your path, which is straightforward. You have other different paths, two separate paths for people that's in your life. One path this way, which is where people who you've loved, people you've had a close bond with, people that actually played a significant role in your life that you love, who've passed away. They're going on to the upper room. Then you have a path over here where the people that comes into your life as lessons and for a season, who may leave on their own accord. I want you to understand something. When you're on that path and you're going forward, people are gonna leave. That's just a natural part of life. But at the same time, man, you need to realize when the people that's going this way, who leave on their own accord, you don't lose those people, they lose you. But see, just like your straight path is going forward, their path has its own destination as well. Listen, man, I come from a small family, very small. And I've been experiencing and witnessing death since I was a child. This is why I am so adamant about understanding your place in the world, understanding who you are, finding peace and happiness for yourself, evolving and growing. You know what I mean? I've lost so many people through death in my small family that I'm not going to take the time to mourn over people who are still alive. I'm not gonna do it. I've been in that pit of despair and suffering because of people, and I just choose not to do it anymore. If it seems like I'm a lot happier now, it's because I am. I'm at peace. I'm at peace with knowing that I'm over 40 plus years old, man. There is a high probability that I have more time behind me than I have ahead of me. So I don't take 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day for granted. I have a network of friends who, when I was at my lowest, genuinely care about me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm happy because my kids are happy. I'm not the perfect person. I'm not, but I strive for perfection. In my lifetime, man, I've recognized I diagnosed my flaws. You know what I mean? My flaws were I didn't really communicate properly. I had to get under control that impulse that I always had to react to things that I felt some type of way about. Instead of communicating the way that I felt, I would just give you what you've given me. Some people call it petty. I call it, reciprocating the energy that I get. But at the same time, man, everyone doesn't think the same. And it's cool. It's all right. You learn from your mistake. You diagnose your issues. You have to take a long, hard look in the mirror. And back to, the situation of divorce. Look, man, people grow apart. People have their own agendas and motives. Some people are not who you think they are. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times y'all get in relationships with complete strangers, like I did. But it's okay. I have no ill will toward the person. I have no ill will towards them whatsoever. I actually wish them the best. All the success in their future endeavors, their future, relationships. That's just how it is. I have no bitterness or resentment because at the end of the day, I had to take the licking on the chin. It was my decision to take that situation seriously when I shouldn't have. So it's all good, man. And I want you guys to get to that place of peace as well, man. You know, it's easy to get down on yourself. It's easy to feel like you've, lost it all, but you haven't. You find something in those times of despair. You find something in every situation you go through. Everything is either a lesson or a blessing. So you move accordingly. Look, man, the people that I've loved the most, that played an integral part in my upbringing, in the way, and me becoming the man that I am today, are gone. At the end of this video, I'm actually gonna give a tribute to those people, because I'll tell you like this, as life goes on, I don't think about these people every day, every other day. Every now and then I run into a scenario where I have those memories and the flashbacks of, some of the great times and some of the good times we had together. And that's what it is. That's why I tell you guys there's the difference between accepting death and accepting broken relationships. On one hand, when you accepting death, you know in your heart of hearts, you know this, that you will never see these people again. You'll never talk to them again. You'll never hug them. You'll never touch them physically again. They're gone. So you accept that during the grieving phase. The difference is when people are still alive, a lot of y'all still grieve because you don't accept the fact that these people are gone for good. And that's why a lot of people still suffer, because they still see that these people are still living and breathing, and they let them moving on with their lives affect them. I tell you guys like this, man, I choose not to let anything that other people doing affect what I got going, because I got that path that I'm on. And I choose to be happy. I choose to implement habits and hobbies of things that I enjoy doing with the time that I got left. My father used to say, son, you gotta have a lot of dog in you. You gotta have a lot of dog in there. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe no matter what circumstance, what situation I'm faced with, I'm built for this shit. I know for a fact, no matter what it is, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win with you, or I'm gonna win without you. But one thing is for certain, I'm not losing anymore. I was what, by all indications, what people consider a good man. I had a big heart. I cared a lot more than I should have about people and things. But life hardens you. With every person that left me, it chipped away at me a little bit more, until I changed my way of thinking. No, I'm not so free-hearted. I'm not so giving. But I will give guys information that may can help them. I just don't turn on this camera and start blabbling and running my mouth on YouTube. I speak from experience. This is a part of my purpose, helping people get out of their funk, giving people hope, letting people know that things get better, get greater later, especially if you're putting in the work on yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Self-improvement is a real thing, man. It goes a long way for your peace of mind, your happiness, and your confidence. You understand what I'm saying? And especially when you start seeing the results. Getting yourself together spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. Oh man, boy, life is great. Life is grand. You understand what I'm saying? And God sends people into your life, especially when you're putting in the work, that can actually help you. Things that you benefit from. Those are the reasons that I'm so goddamn happy. Because I have the right people in the right places at the right time. God brought me out of that situation for a reason, because it wasn't meant for me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm smiling a lot more because I feel good, man. And you should feel the same way. Yes, it's gonna take time. But at the end of the day, you're not afforded the luxury of time to not be productive, to not develop productive habits, having a routine of structure, order, and discipline, doing whatever it takes to increase your value. I'm finally reaping the fruits of my labor. I'm seeing the results. I know that every day is not promised. So I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity to live, not just exist, but to live a happy, productive, stress-free life. I've often told you guys, my sister, passed away 4 years ago. And I will go to my grave believing that what contributed to her death at 44 years old was stress. That was my big sister. We were the closest out of all my siblings. And I look at my life now as far as my family is concerned. I don't have grandparents anymore. I don't have, my mother and father are gone. My siblings live their own life and they have their own thing going on. Me and my baby brother remain close, but we probably talk once a month, if that. Everybody is going on with their lives. The only real connection biologically that I really have are my kids. Me and my nieces, we talk. My sisters, my late sister's daughters, you know, because they look at me as big unc and a father figure. Absolutely. You know, because their mother is gone. So I love them just like they're mine. But at the end of the day, you know, it's easy for you to believe that you're lonely out here when you've lost so much as I have. But guess what? I have some great friends, man. Guys that I've met out here with this hard hat on years ago, and we still partners to this day. They gonna check on your boy, I'm gonna check on them. That's my family now. My friends, the people that really care about me, the people that actually wanna see me win. They don't go around gossiping about what I went through. They don't talk about the breakup, divorce, and all this other shit. We don't even have those conversations anymore because just like the people that passed away, I don't have time to be sitting up here talking about the shit that I went through. The person is gone. Wish him well. Salute. Get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Moving forward. You know what I mean? And when you go through stuff like that, you have to face it head on. You have to go through it to get through it. You understand what I'm saying? Having a fix or needing people, because I say all the time, you make bad, terrible decisions out of sheer loneliness. And I choose not to do that. You have the 3 phases. One, you have your grieving phase where you're grieving. You're probably around that bitch, not eating, not sleeping, probably self-destructing, drinking yourself to death and all that shit. And that's the time when you have to take it on the chin and you have to pick yourself up. The second phase is accepting. Your acceptance phase, where you accept the situation for what it was and how it taught you a lot of lessons. It taught you something. It taught you something about yourself and your way of thinking and the way you view the world. And the third phase is manifestation, where actually you take all that shit and you use it as fuel and motivation to push you to the next chapter in your life. A lot of these phases, man, are simply pages in a chapter in a book that's still being written, and that book is your life. And you don't let anyone or anything tear you down. You don't even give it the power of your attention anymore. You so far advanced and you so far moving ahead that you don't think about anything or anyone that tried to destroy you or tried to break you. Many of these people want to see you suffer. And if they don't want to see you suffer, they simply don't want to see you doing better than them. That's it. This is why they showcase and broadcast every aspect of their life. Every person that enters their life. For many of you guys who know me, my life is not a secret. The way that I move is not a secret. I'm just more private about the way that I move these days. Do you feel me? And that's all I want to say in this video, guys. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Click that notification bell at the bottom and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out of here.